Hey YouTube, Darren here. Gonna be an update as to what all's going on. Today, I'll show you. We're going to work on those, the muffler, like I was thinking about, or like I had mentioned. Then I got to thinking, okay, we can swap out a bunch of mufflers. And we'll pick the one that we think is quietest. You know, that's what we want to do, or it's what I want to do. But let's make it a little more precise. So what we're going to do is measure the amount of decibels that each one of these mufflers that we are going to put on here are generating. We'll do a test ungoverned and get an idea how many decibels that are being produced, and we'll also get an ambient, so we'll have something to work off of, a baseline, I guess. But we're going to do that in just a second. I'll get everything set up and we'll show you what we're going to do it with. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. I want to show you what I have to measure the decibels with. This is just an app that I downloaded off of Apple's website, a decibel app. I had a decibel gun that I use at work on occasion, and all it does is it's a speaker, and it records the amount of noise or the amount of ambient noise that's around you, and it'll convert it to a number, and you can tell, oh, that's 10 decibels, oh, that's 48 decibels, something like that. But I didn't get a chance to grab it, and I thought, well, let me look and see what they have. And so they actually have these, and it's pretty good. I've zeroed it out. I've been working with it and everything. I'm going to zoom you down here, and so we're going to hit go on it, and it's going to give us our ambient noise level right here, and you can see 54 and 55. When I start talking again, it goes up, and you'll see up here it'll tell you an average, and I'll be quiet and let you read it. So it says an average quiet street, it's around 55 decibels. Okay, bear in mind we are in a metal shed, so there is going to be some resonance, but I'm not going to drag the mower outside. So, more to come. I'm going to get some stuff set up. We're going to crank this thing. We're going to check the decibel levels uncranked. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. As you can see from the screen, it was around 95 decibels, twice as much as it was previously. Now all the tests we're going to conduct, we're going to go up to the exhaust, we're going to test it right there, and then we're going to walk back. We're going to set the decibel meter on the seat, because that's where you'd be sitting at. It's going to be at a high idle, because that's what you'd be driving at. So every one of them is going to be running at that. So, the decibel level I got uncapped was 95 decibels. Now, I'm going to write this on the board. More to come. I put the large muffler on it that I was wanting to use. the seat. I'm surprised. I thought it would be a lot less. Let's go ahead and mark that down too. Okay guys, now at a high idle, that decibel level is 84 on average. So we'll put an 84 for an idle speed, a low idle. All right, more to come. And at a low idle, unmuffled, gonna be around about the same. So we'll mark that down as well. More to come. Okay, and this is the first muffler. This is part of the double muffler that I'm looking to put on there. And I'll show you at a low idle. Oddly enough, pretty low. Maxed out. My talking throws it off, so I'll try to talk when I'm out. So at a low idle, it's like 89 decibels. Let me mark that down. And at a high decibel, it's around 95, 96. We'll put 96. Decibel, it's around 95, 96. We'll put 96. Alright, hold on, guys. 40 down. And now it's quiet. And don't worry, guys, while I had that test going, I had the those squirrel fans circulating air. I turned them off. They're pretty quiet, so I don't think it would affect the test. I had it going when we did the baseline. I got the ambient. So the open exhaust is 95 decibels. The lowest is 92. High idle, low idle. Large muffler, oddly enough, it's 95 decibels, and the lowest is 85. With the first small muffler on it, it's 96 decibels, and the lowest is 84. Only 1 decibel difference between that size. That's interesting. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the first and second muffler together. I think what I'm going to do, since it will be really hard to take it back up apart and fill it back up, we're just going to do the first and second. Heck. Now we'll try it. We'll try to do it, put it all together, and then test it empty. First muffler and second muffler together. See if we get a decibel drop lower than just the single small muffler. More to come, guys. With the double mufflers, I'm going to say around 86. Let's write this down. Actually, hold on, guys, more to come. Okay, guys, so it has dropped a few decibels with that double muffler on there, and so far it's been the lowest, and it's probably a little bit lower than that because I was talking when I took it. Now we're going to fill it up with steel wool in the second chamber and see if we can drop it any, or if that's just a wives' tale. Here's the steel wool. Like 16 pads were $3. Can't beat it. Alright guys, more to come. Okay guys, now we're back. What I'm doing
And I'll show you. I'm just taking these pads, stuffing them down inside this. I put 3 pads in this side, and I'm going to stick it, well, probably another 3 or 4 pads on this side. And what I'm just trying to do is just to break up the sound waves or let them bounce back and absorb again. Now I know that you can get a lot quieter mufflers because the generator that I have is a 70 decibel generator, because there's a requirement for you can only take generators into federal parks that are 70 decibels or less. So worst comes to worst, I will look up a schematic for a generator muffler, and then we'll go about building one and see if we can get down to that 70 decibel. That'd actually be pretty good. Gonna fill this one up, crank it up, and then we'll see. More to come. Hey, today, worst comes to worst, if it was a waste of time, maybe somebody can take this and build off of it and you know, save a little bit of time. More to come. Okay guys, that is the finished product. Gonna cram it on there. We're gonna crank this damn thing up one more time. See what we gotta do. More to come. Okay guys, on the low idle I saw 83 as the lowest. Now we're going to raise it up and see what we can get on a high idle. Alright, more to come. Okay guys, so that's it. So, on the high tones, or the high RPM, we stayed about the same. Really. And on the low tones, we were able to drop it down to around 90 or 83 decibels. At one time, I saw like a 78. With the choppy carburetor, every time it would rattle or detonate, we would get an increase in decibels. So I think with a better tune-up, it would do better. I'm curious to see what a V-twin would do, because they seem to run a little bit quieter in my opinion. But that's it. So we dropped it some, and that was working on the muffler side. If we put in a resonator in between it, could probably drop it down considerably, and we might do something on resonators in the next day or two. Thanks for watching. I know this was kind of different, but I was curious to see if it was worth the all the work. Yeah, putting a muffler on it is absolute, in my opinion. Putting a muffler on it will save you a headache for a day's riding, because you go down 10 decibels uncapped. So that's pretty good for me. Y'all gonna make some mayhem, guys. This has been a Damn Cat production.